Hi, everybody, and welcome back to our GAMA Trade Show 2016 coverage. I am Z Garcia. I am here with Ted from Bezier Games, and he is going to be showing you us a game I am actually very excited about. I love this theme, Colony, which is, as you can see, all displayed out here on the table. Ted, tell us a little bit about this.
All right, so thanks, Z.
Yeah.
So Colony, it's a building game. Love building games. It's kind of a third in our series of kind of past, present, future games of Castles of Manapy and Ludwig, Suburbia, and now we have Colony, which takes place in a post-apocalyptic future.
Yes.
The basic idea here is you're trying to rebuild society, and you're doing that by obtaining various resources, and we're using dice as resources. And it's actually the dice faces that end up being different resources. So a 4 is one type of resource, a 1 is another type of resource, and the values of them change throughout the game, but in general, higher number is a little better than a lower number.
Okay.
There's some really unique things about this game. First of all, it uses dice drafting. So what's going to happen, the first player is going to actually start with 3 dice. They're going to roll those dice, and they're going to choose which one they like and pass the other ones around. And of course, the next player keeps whatever value of those he chooses and gives the next one to the third player. When you have a whole bunch of dice in front of you from that or previous turns, you can earn them in various ways. You can then purchase different cards as buildings, and these buildings give you different powers as well as victory points. Some of them, there's a whole bunch of green cards that we have here. Those are production buildings, and those produce what we call unstable resources. There's a little gray there, and that's these versus these nice white stable resources.
Okay.
Unstable resources in a post-apocalyptic universe don't stick around too long, so you have to spend them right away. You can't store them between turns. Your regular resources you can hold on to and kind of store them up and build them for something, some bigger item, big ticket item that you want to purchase in the future. Initially, you just get these unstable resources from these production things. There's other types of cards too that let you manipulate the resources, change the dice around or exchange them with other people. There's some kind of Dominion-esque type of attacks. They're not harsh, nasty, out of nowhere sort of take that things, but they allow you to slow down the leader possibly, or give yourself some additional benefit that isn't available to the other players out there. And then, of course, we have some what we call the large point value cards, which are kind of like the big buildings in Puerto Rico. They give you a lot of points towards the end of the game. Everyone's racing towards a certain number of points, depending on how many players there are. If it was just 2 of us playing, it would be 20 points.
Okay.
And the points are shown at the bottoms of these cards, little orange half circles. And so as you're collecting those cards, you're starting to get more and more points. There's a couple of really cool things about this. On every turn, you can always purchase 1 or more of these cards, depending on how you're set up. But you can also upgrade the cards. All the cards are upgradable. So in a real simple sense, these production cards here that have an unstable die, if you upgrade it, that's 2 points, and it's a stable die. So it's much better than it was before, but now you've used some of your dice to upgrade.
So every one of these cards is double-sided?
Every one is double-sided. They've got a unique other side to them that gives you something extra.
Gotcha.
So even though you're only playing with, this is 13 cards right here, they all have double sides, and you also start with 4 cards, which also can be upgraded. In fact, it's kind of fun. Your upgrade card, which gives you the ability to upgrade once per turn, you pay 1, 2, 3, 4 of resources to do that. You can upgrade that, and now you only have to pay 2, 3, 4.
So you can upgrade your upgrading ability.
Exactly.
Wow.
If you're really going to be doing a lot of upgrading, that's the thing to do. You've got a warehouse that lets you store resources between turns. You can upgrade that and store more. Your construction card lets you build something. If you don't build something that turn because you don't have enough dice or you're storing up, you get a little token here we call these chippies for cybernetic holder of instant production improvements. You'll remember that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you get one of these, and this is going to give you a free resource on the next turn.
Okay.
Upgrade your construction, you can build more than one thing, or you get 2 of those little chippies.
If you don't build, okay, right.
So everything upgrades, abilities, points, all those things change. And it's turn-based, and there's lots of all sorts of interesting interactions between players, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour.
Really? Okay. Now, as far as a time frame here, when are we looking at this coming out? Coming out at Essen?
Yes.
Okay, which is
October.
October later this year. Excellent.
And so, also, what you're seeing here, you're seeing 7 cards. These 7 cards at the top here are what we call variable cards. You can put any 7 you want to.
Okay.
These are kind of the standard that come with it, and then these are the player cards, these 4 down here. Each player is going to have a set of those. But it actually comes with a whole bunch of other ones. These are more variable cards that it comes with, a total of 28. So you're going to have total amount of replayability and variability with the game, because you can just swap in 1 or 2 different cards each time or put in a whole new set.
And I assume changing these, for example, this red one here, I assume red means it's going to be a confrontational card.
Right, yes, exactly.
So I guess you could make it a confrontation-heavy game if you wanted to,
Totally.
something like that.
And in fact, there's defense cards, and what we do a lot of times, we'll play two-player with my wife, and for whatever reason, she likes putting in the offensive attack cards and taking out the defense cards.
There you go.
So there is no way to stop those sorts of things, and so it's always kind of the back and forth on that, which is fun.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. So I, for one, am very much looking forward to this. Anything else you want to tell us about?
I don't think so. You'll be able to play it at all the different shows throughout the year up until Essen. We're going to have demos there at Gen Con and Kubla Con, and just every show we'll have somebody there showing this stuff off. So
Great, Ted. Thank you so much.
thanks,
Good talking to you.
all right.
And thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you.